Ty, when you had your first child, did you all of a sudden start being late when you were notorious for being on time?
Well, no, because school started at 7:30. I was 14, so I had to go.
You had a baby at 14?
What up, Pat?
Did you really, Ty?
My oldest daughter is 25.
You were 14, you said?
I don't know how old you are though, Ty.
I'm 40.
That checks out. That math checks.
Is that why you went to hear how y'all met at the We Are Parents at 14 club? Were you really 14, Ty?
Yeah, so I got on my first go. You know, he said he was only going to put the tip in and that you couldn't get pregnant on your first time. He was incredibly wrong.
My
couldn't
brother
get pregnant on your first time?
On his first time having, my brother's girlfriend got pregnant the first time. They both had sex.
Oh,
and
God.
that's the sad part about it, because it's like, ooh, you was a fast ass little girl. No, I wasn't. I just did it one time.
That is rude of nature to be like, all right, now watch this. Now you got a baby. You're like, hold on.
It wasn't even fun, too. There's no way the first time was fun.
It wasn't. Like, I just was like, is this what everybody's doing? I'm cool. And then like I had the baby, and so I was scared of, you know, sex and boys and all of that after that. So I didn't have a boyfriend again for years. And then when it's time to get a boyfriend again, I was like, well, I remember what the sex was like the first time I did it. Maybe I'm gay. So I thought I was gay for like a half a second because I didn't like the sex. But then I had it and I was like, oh, it's supposed to be like
So
that.
how long were you
thinking you were gay?
The sentence, I thought I was gay for half a second, but you were dead serious.
I was like, maybe I don't like guys. Maybe that's why I didn't enjoy it, because maybe I don't like guys.
Wait, did you like have like a girlfriend and everything?
No, it was just I had sex one time, got pregnant, had a baby, and I was cast out of society. Being a teen mom in the 90s is rough, man.
Oh my God, Kanisha has such a good joke about that.
How so?
Rough. Because like, okay, if you're a teen mother now, it's like, ooh, it's fun. And you got social media and you get to put little dog face ears and stuff on you and the baby and it looks cool. You got a TV show where, you know, you get a check for being a teen mom. But in the 90s, it was like, whoa, you have a baby. So it's like, we got to kind of tuck you away and kind of keep it a secret. And, you know, it was like a shock. So like now you might go to a high school and like 30 of the girls in the senior class have kids already, whereas I was one of two. And I almost wasn't allowed to, almost wasn't going to graduate, not because my grades weren't good, my grades are great, but they said you can't bring kids, you know, kids or babies to graduation. And me and another girl, we had babies. And I was like, well, I want my baby to be here. And if my baby can't be here, then I'm not going to walk. So the rest of my senior class was like, yeah, if they can't bring their babies, then we won't walk either.
They stood up with you?
Yeah.
Hey.
So what grade were you in?
I was
10th grade or 9th grade?
I got pregnant the first semester of my freshman year of high school, had the kid the second semester. So the entire time I was in high school, I was a mother. So, and I felt
like you were robbed of your childhood as a result?
100%. That's why I'm a whore now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Did not know that's where that sentence was going.
That was honest.
Yeah.
That's why I'm a whore.
Yeah. But it's kind of dope now, right? Because my oldest is 25, she'll be 26 in March. My youngest is 16. I have a 1-year-old granddaughter. It's like, turn up. I really figured life out early. I just didn't
no lie, Ty. I'm not even as far along in parenthood as you are, but like having kids early is lit. I got a 14-year-old and a 12-year-old. When my 14-year-old graduates, I'll be 40. And his friends, their parents are 40 when he was in like 5th grade. One day he was like, hey man, what were you and mommy doing? All my friends' parents are old. like the funny thing is in Washington, me and Melissa were last to have kids.
Really?
Yes. All of our friends already had at least one.
That's an LA thing or what?
LA probably of any city I've ever been to, they don't be having kids like that.
New York is like that too. Like the major cities with people that flock to them for like personal careers, they tend to have older parent population.
You don't think that's a modern thing?
Pat, when I was living in Washington, I wasn't trying to make it. People was like, all right, I'm married, finna, start a family, buy a house, like put my son in sports. Like it was the mindset in Tacoma was entirely different than the mindset here.
Yeah.
What about now though? Is it a modern thing? Like if you go back now, are people still doing that, or are people not having kids?
It's still older, but like if you would go to like where I'm from in Radcliffe, Kentucky, like the average age for people to have kids was like right out of high school, like early 20s, right? Now it's probably like early to mid 20s. It's still early compared to like LA, right?
Yeah.
But I think on average everywhere the parental age has gone up just because, we be trying to do our own thing. Everybody's a little more selfish these days.
I heard things are having less sex now.
I had a homegirl, she didn't have any kids and she was 40 and this was like 10 years ago. And like 15 years ago. And she was like, I want to have a baby. And I was like, why? Like, you're old.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
if you don't be somebody auntie and shut up.
No, because she's gonna that kid is gonna walk all up and down her ass when it gets, because when girl kids hit puberty, that's a whole different ball game that nobody wants to talk about.
Listen,
and so when she's 55 and her kid is turning 13, that little girl, man, she gonna have a stroke.
I can't stand my daughter right now.
Leave her alone. She's cool.
She's a fucking creep right now. She's like super sarcastic right now. I was like, man, what is this movie about? She was like, you got eyes? I'm like, I got fists too.
Like
you be taller than you, so she can catch your fist like this.
You want to fight your kids?
Yeah, it's something between the age of 14 and like 16. They get a little mouth on them. And I remember when I was teaching, I was like, this is when I was like, I really don't like kids like this. And right now, like I don't even feel like arguing with her, so I'll just go to my office. Like Fan would try to go back and forth.
I'm so glad you got the office to hear. It was so necessary for you.
Listen,
you was gonna lose it.
Listen. But I tell her, I'm like, all right, you better watch the way you talk to me because you're gonna want something. And sure enough, Dad, can I get
nope.
You got eyes. Figure out how to work on the internet. Make it work.
Pat, I want you to be like David Letterman. David Letterman is 73 and he has a 17-year-old. He had his first son at 56.
Ridiculous.
At what? It's gonna be Pat. That is so gonna be you. You're gonna be an old
73
dad.
With a 17-year-old. He had his first kid, Henry, at 56. That's why I feel like Pat gonna be like, okay, I've done everything I want to do in film and industry. A child interests me now. I'm 55.
I can't even play catch with them. I'm like,
Pat,
all right, download the catch app.
Do you want kids? Like,
no.
Do you want kids one day, Pat?
Not really.
Okay, good. You're smart. Because look,
bacon and eggs. I want some bacon and bacon.
Do you guys read the comments on the videos?
Sometimes.
So the past couple of episodes that I've been on, I go through the comments and I try to engage with people. And I don't know if you guys have seen this, but Pat, they think that there's some kind of romance brewing between you and I. They're trying to
really?
Girl, they think that about everybody. Somebody said I was into Pat. I was like, do you listen to my jokes about him?
They were like,
anyone I'm on camera with, really.
That's
like minute 20 and 33 seconds. You can see. I was like, what the hell? And I'm backing up and I'm like,
not from no Zoom. They did that. Right. You know what's funny? I saw this. Y'all saw Cardi kind of got into hot water because she tweeted that purse thing, right?
No.
Oh, the 88K thing?
Yeah. She was like, should I buy a purse that's for $88,000? And somebody was like, yo, the problem with America is the people say they don't want to hear from celebrities, but they pry into their lives so much when there's nothing there. So you create all these narratives, and it happens to us. And I wouldn't even say we're celebrities, obviously nearly not on the level of Cardi B.
Right.
But when Megan Tahir started to drop, oh my God, there's some between Megan Tahir. It's somebody than Megan and this, that. And no matter who people's on camera, like, bro, it is also possible that they just work together
Right.
And that's
what it is though? I figured it out. I feel like it's a technique to see if that person is still available for them. You know what I mean? Because it's only like fanboys of like Meg saying that kind of stuff just to be like, oh, okay, cool. Like, Tahir's cool, Patrick cool, because they like Meg. It's not really like, I don't think they're like actually saying stuff. I think they're just like, I think there's something going on just so they can get a hell no, and they'd be like, oh, okay, for sure.
Nah, they just be shooting. They shot at Ty. Ty, they be like, man, I'll be your bait. I'll be a cougar bait. You can do. I'm trying to shoot my shot. What's up, Ty? I like you. They go in on Ty. I have nothing to do with me.
I'll be your cub, Ty.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It makes me feel drunk with power.
That's what's funny about it. Like, it's manufactured by them.
Are you accepting applications?
Drunk with power.
This time, I am emotionally unavailable, so I am not accepting any applications until Earth reopens and we see what that vaccine does to people.
Man, listen, I'm so sick of quarantine. LA, I was like, oh, it can't be that. Like, LA has pretty much been on a version of pretty strict quarantine, at least in comparison to the rest of the United States, since March. We have never fully opened like other places have.
Really?
And then over the last, at most for like 6 weeks between May and June, indoor dining was open for like 25%, and that was for like 6 weeks. Before
that was whack.
Now everything is closed in basically the whole state. Like, you can't even you're not even supposed to go to a hotel in San Diego. Like, you can't do anything. And then I see Meg doggone at the kickball award
tournament special awards.
I've been living her whole entire life.
And I played a whole season of kickball during COVID, y'all.
This girl just be going to her and the baby be eating at all type of restaurants as freely as they want.
He don't be there, but baby don't be there.
It's crazy.
Y'all got y'all feet done. Y'all got y'all feet done with the little fish thing.
Yeah, nobody was there. It was just
we're in the purple. I didn't even know that was an emergency color. We are literally in the purple right now, and it's crazy to see other cities that don't care at all. Like, I was in Houston, niggas was looking at me weird for wearing masks. I was like, you gonna take my temperature? It's like, oh, why? Is it cold in here?
Oh, I
Niggas do not care at all.
In Australia, they said they haven't had a new breakout. What did they say? In 8 months?
8 months.
It was a whole concert. I was like, what are we not doing? I mean, if we could get rid of Atlanta and Florida, just detach them from the states for like just 3 weeks. And Texas.
And us. But wait a minute, but the biggest numbers aren't here though. Like,
here's the wild part. 2 things that are interesting. Riverside County Sheriff was basically like, I don't care what the governor said, we are not enforcing that because he's rich. His kids go to in-person private school. He was eating dinner. He got caught. The mayor of LA got caught. The mayor of Austin sent a video that said, hey, if you live in Austin, you need to stay at home. And he was at a vacation place in Mexico when he shot the video. When he caught, like, bro, y'all not even following these rules. You just want us to follow the rules, but you rich. So that does breed a little bit of distrust between the government when they're living the life differently than the one they're telling you to live. It'd be like, bro, shut up. I ain't gonna listen.
And then there's this one vital part that we need to address right here. And that's the fact that Ty is still in the hotel from last week. She ain't never going back home to her family. I just want to point that out.
Are you wait, Ty, did you like leave and come back, or you literally have been there?
She has been there the whole time. She's been cleared since last Wednesday. Ty ain't going back to her family, and I just want to point that out.
You had COVID, Ty?
No, she just traveled. So she took a test, and she ain't been home after she got her results. She don't stand there.
And your results were negative?
I want to be by myself. I just need to be alone.
You pretended to have COVID? You showed him a line paper that said positive? No, oh, guys.
I did not pretend.
Hold on. Ty the only one getting the black market COVID test to get the false positive. Like, yeah, I got it, man. My 4th time. I didn't have it since.
It's on a napkin. Guys, I got my tests back. It's positive.
So I did some shows in North Carolina. It was my first road gig, and my mom is very paranoid about, you know, going outside or whatever. So I was like, well, I'm going to quarantine when I get back from North Carolina. She was like, okay, fine. And then after a couple of days, I was like, I like this. And she was like, yeah, so you good? You coming home? And I was like, I don't know. Is my throat's a little scratchy. Let me give it another couple days and let's see. And then I was like, oh, you know what? I might as well stay here because I got to go to LA. So I'll just stay here and leave from here to go to the airport because the airport's right there.
And I'll come back here and quarantine again because, you know, they were tripping in LA.
I got to quarantine again just to be safe, And my mom's like, so when am I going to see you again? I was like, probably Christmas Day. Surprise! Merry Christmas!
And listen, that's a great place for us to go ahead and kick off this this first topic, and we're gonna do just that right after this. Listen up, everybody. Let's be honest. 2020 sucked. Oh man, it was just horrible. But it is almost New Year's, which means new balls will be dropping. Get it? Because like the ball at New Year, you know what? It doesn't even matter. Our sponsor, Manscaped, is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming, offering precision-engineered tools for your family jewels and helping 2 million men all over the world fight hair on their balls. Let's be honest, if you let yourself go a little bit in 2020 during the quarantine, it's completely understandable. Manscaped, however, is here for you to reboot and stay clean and shaven in 2021. Now, I remember the days back when I was just a wee lad. What did I say? Tad and chat. Anyway, a wee lad, and I was trying to do my manscaping with all the wrong products, just using clippers and T-liners, all the things that just nick and cut you all on up. Well, those days are far behind me, far in my past, and I couldn't be happier that I found out about Manscaped. Fellas, you get to come out of quarantine with clean balls thanks to the Lawnmower 3.0. This waterproof and skin-safe trimmer will reduce the nicks, and you guys will be the best of friends. It's also time to start a regimen of staying fresh down there with the Crop Preserver. It is basically an anti-chafing ball deodorant. Everyone needs to have this in their travel bag underneath their sink next to their regular deodorant. Get you some Crop Preserver for your balls. And for on-the-go freshness, you'll love the Crop Reviver Ball Toner Spray. Listen, I'm trying to put you on the game. I hope you're taking notes. Manscaped even offers their shared travel bag to keep all your goodies stored comfortably. Speaking of the comfort, the Manscaped anti-chafing boxer briefs are absolutely to die for. Hands down, one of my favorite products from them. I love all their products, but the boxers, super soft to the touch, super breathable. You will not regret this. So if you're ready to change your balls life for the better, I need you to head on over to manscaped.com. Use our promo code SQUADD, SQUADD, and you will get 20% off plus free shipping. You heard right. Get 20% off and free shipping when you use the code SQUADD at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. All you have to do is use the code SQUADD, SQUADD, and Happy New Year's to your balls. First topic of the day. Would you rather have more time versus more money?
So here, before we get into this, why are you wearing the woman's glasses from Monster Inc.? What made you decide to get these glasses?
Let me tell you something. I don't expect
you're wearing Tiger Prawn Kings.
I don't expect you to understand style, Kevin. I see the way you dress, brother. Nothing about you says I'm stylish. It says, hey, I'm a guy that doesn't know how to dress myself, but now I have money. That's how you dress.
I don't even think my style says now I have money. I don't think
your style is still the same.
Kevin bought the Maserati truck so he wouldn't have to dress anymore. That's the only
Those are my shoes. That's all you need to see.
His best outfit is the Maserati truck, and now list to get
I can't not see the Monsters Inc. thing though.
That's hilarious.
Hey man, I like these glasses, man.
Here, do you have a do-rag on?
Yeah.
What are you doing with your hair? Are you just gonna braid it up or what?
Nah, I had it braided and I had to wash it, and then as I washed it, I conditioned it, but then I put the leave-in conditioner in, and I didn't want it to mess up the inside of my hat.
Let us see the do-rag one more time.
Nah.
Come on.
All right, queen, do you keep that natural hair looking beautiful.
So is it a don't rag, as in don't mess up my hat?
Listen, Ty, don't do what you're doing. Okay, we got a different type of friendship. Don't fall in line with these demons. Okay,
I'm still upset about the tiny mic. I can't believe that I fell for that.
Where is it?
Over it.
It's gone.
Oh. Throw it away, dear. Throw it away.
Throw what away?
Stop. Why you have to bring it up, Ty? Why you have to tell him?
Because I still haven't healed from those wounds.
You haven't healed. I went on Amazon looking for it. I shopped for it. That's embarrassing.
Why?
Pat, what you eating? Sunflower seeds? You little thought?
Knew you were going to call him a thought. As soon as you realized he was eating sunflower seeds, I knew you were going to call him a thought.
Pat got on some tight leggings and his legs are crisscross applesauce right now while he's eating these.
So are sunflower seeds not food?
He got Real Housewives on the TV behind the Real Housewives.
What's wrong with sunflower seeds? That's not even womanly.
That's not a gender thing, but I knew Tahira was going to call you a thought.
It's not even womanly.
It is how you eating it. Guys throw the whole thing like that, like wow, you doing it one at a time.
Oh, real men go like this? Is that what I'm doing wrong? I'm not holding the shaft of the seeds.
We do it like this, Pat. Boom, from the side, right there.
No, that ain't what you did the first time, Tahir.
That don't look any better.
Tahir's over there sitting with a do-rag on, trying to get red waves with a glass of wine and Hennessy mixed together. Talking about
wait. Have you tried wine and Hennessy though, my nigga? That should be on flappers.
Horrifying.
Ew.
Back to the topic: more time or more money? What would y'all rather have?
I want to say this about more time or more money. Hold on. If you're not a good steward and organizer of your current time and your current money, it don't really matter how much extra you got. You're not going to be good managing that either.
At some point, you might get better at it though.
If you're bad at time management, you have more time.
I'm just saying you shouldn't. Either one, you're not going to be good at it. Whatever you need more of, if you weren't managing it well now.
If I had
do you guys feel like you work better under the gun? Like when the deadline is closer to something, do you feel like you work better under the gun? So what if you had more? What if you had more time under the gun though?
Then you're not under the gun.
Because you would still waste that time, like basically, you know what I mean, based on what she's saying.
Yeah,
I've been under the gun for 3 years now.
I thought that was gonna be
I would want more money because 2020 has shown me what more time looks like. I would prefer the dough cheese, please.
Did you not do nothing valuable with your more time, Ty?
I mean, I'm quarantining in a hotel because I don't fucking want to go home. So no, I didn't.
I disagree with that sentiment that was early on, that like if you didn't learn a new skill or something, learn a new language in quarantine.
A new language.
It was just getting through the day is enough.
Yeah.
Mind your business, what I got to do, what I did.
Not only that started coming out around 3 months. It's been 9. Shut up.
Right.
Shut up. What if I started strong and I was like, man, we gonna never get out. I'm gonna quit. Like, this is difficult.
I started off quitting. I started off sad and depressed and was like, I want to die. And then I was like, all right, well, it looks like I'm not going to die anytime soon. So let me do something. So then I started to, focus on caring for myself better and adapting to the situation and getting back to doing the things that I wanted to do that I didn't have time to do before because of my stand-up schedule. So I've been writing. I'm almost done with my pitch packet.
Really?
You've been good with your time then, Ty.
Yeah. I got certified as a life coach. I went back to college.
Meg has found plenty of time to get on my nerves in the quarantine. She has maximized it.
I've been doing that. This is not new.
No,
you've become more efficient.
No, she's become more efficient at everything except being on time. So, Meg, I don't know why you're not saying time.
But that was pre-quarantine to here. When we was shooting before quarantine, nigga, Meg was out of town, right? Came late to set. So he was like, yo, why are you late? She was like, my baby. You were like, bro, the baby's in Atlanta.
She's not even here.
You're gonna blame the baby.
I just said that because I thought it was funny, but I already told y'all what it was. I told y'all I had to stop and get deodorant because I left mine in Atlanta. So I was like, oh snap, let me stop and get deodorant.
You were late because of must.
I know, because I didn't want to be musty. You know what? Next time I'm gonna just be musty and let y'all deal with that, because since you have a problem with me trying to be nice and get some deodorant, so I'm not funky for y'all.
That would be worth it for all the jokes after.
Yeah.
Musty Meg.
That's what Tony was calling her, Big Musty.
It would be a serious deal.
Big Musty.
You will never catch me musty. I like fragrances way too much. Never.
Have you
my neighbor?
Have you smelled that one? The one is called Chateau on Time. I don't know if you would like that.
No, because it's pronounced chateau, you dumb.
Here, you ruined another good opportunity.
Yes.
It says chateau.
That was a good joke too.
It was a great joke. All you had to do was stick. If you were a gymnast, but you do 8 flips in a row, and that 9th one, you break your leg.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
You should.
People mess up. So what? People mess up. So what? Meg be late. Patsy crisscross Indian style on the toilet. I don't care. People be late.
Crisscross Indian style.
Pick one.
I messed up again.
People say crisscross applesauce to not offend Native Americans.
Right, and I messed up. I was trying to say that.
Crisscross Indian native sauce. Like, damn, you added extra.
All right, so time or money.
Man, I said crisscross Indian style.
I would say I'm with Ty. I'm gonna go more money. Yeah, just because I can invest more with money.
Oh man,
I want more time. Money's fine. I think that if you have more time, you can make more money. But more,
you know what I think?
You can't get time back.
With your more time and my more money, maybe we need to see what those comments are about.
Fusion. Real quick though, Ty, since quarantine started, how many times you changed your tongue ring?
Well,
tongue is pierced? Your tongue is pierced?
Yeah. So
you notice
I don't change it because this is my favorite one, but I take it out to clean it.
Okay.
Yeah.
These are the conversations we have to have
ones.
that first.
Like I have a fleshed one that looks like your tongue. So like if I go on a professional job interview or something, and then I have a glow in the dark one, I have a dice one, but my favorite one is the metal one.
What is
I feel like we're just sitting on y'all's Zoom date.
What is the situation that you put the dice in? You're just like, well, it's a risky night today.
Like I put it in when I go to the casino.
Do you really? I feel like tongue rings were a huge deal for a while, and then they faded out from popularity.
That's how I know Kevin's a good guy. He didn't notice this entire time.
I mean, I've had my tongue pierced before it was like a trend. I got my tongue pierced when I was in college in 1998. So it actually feels more weird to me to not have it in than, to have it in.
That's what's up. Kev, what did you say? Money or time?
More time. I think with more time, I could learn the guitar, spend time.
You're never going to be good as Jonathan Reynolds, ever.
Did you put that in your frame on purpose?
Just stop.
Oh, that? Oh, I didn't even notice that was in.
Show us the progress.
Kev, do you just want to be good at guitar, or do you want to like sing and play? Is that your goal?
It has been my goal to play guitar for as long as I can remember. One of my boys, when I was learning, I actually learned bass because guitar hand placement was so freaking hard. I was like, let me just not do this.
It is really difficult.
I played bass for a minute.
Bass is fun.
Bass is great. It's a lot easier to learn than guitar. But no, my therapist homeboy was like, you need to do things that you're not good at on purpose, because you only do things that you're good at. So you need to spend time doing something you're not good at. So that's why I've been practicing guitar. I don't intend on ever being good or great, but I mean like, oh my gosh, that guy's a guitarist. But when I play a song cleanly in 3 years, y'all will be like, oh, cool, man. That's nice.
So when are you going to try to start losing weight?
Don't do him like that. He has been losing weight. Kev got a little skinnier.
I actually lost a couple pounds during quarantine.
He did.
You found them.
The first part. The first part of quarantine. The second part.
No. The second part. I only started back working out or walking again about a month and a half ago and eating right. But then I hurt my foot. So that was the Lord telling me to take it easy.
I know. Now you can still, what are you doing?
Meg, don't you even go here. We're going to leave you alone. You just stop right there.
No, I was going to say, so now you're on the lower end Fashion Nova curve. Not on the hefty side of it.
Cam, start playing the Beatles. If you learn 5 chords, you'll know how to play their entire song.
It's actually really surprising how little chords you need to play a song on guitar. Yeah. I was really like, oh, once you got 3 or 4 down, and if you get a capo, you really don't need that many. You just move that around and you be knowing everything.
Try to go to black songs immediately, and black people be doing too much. If you do rock, it'll be 4 chords for like the entire album.
Evan, can you do Mary Had a Little Lamb?
No, I suck. I can do like 4 chords total.
Go.
This is 1.
Nice.
2.
Ooh.
The third one.
I had a different note in it.
This is another one.
Wait, what was that?
That's a minor. And then back to the one I know. That's it.
That's a whole song. That's a whole song.
Why do you change your voice? Like, put it all together now. What does it sound like when you put it together?
I can't do them fast. I could do them slow. I can't. Well, it's weird because I feel like the hardest part is playing them and then lifting your fingers up so this part of your finger doesn't mute the string. That part sucks the most. And then,
you know what? It's probably the hardest part though, Kevin, is like trying to run your Vienna sausage fingers over it smoothly because I feel like they get stuck.
I thought
that's the thing. You have to literally destroy your fingers. And then
does the guitar
chord. This is the hardest.
Smash your breast, Kevin? Like when you have it close, is that like a mammogram?
He doesn't need a strap. He doesn't need a strap to hold it up. That's the good part.
He puts one breast on the other side on the.
Y'all are terrible.
He could actually let go of the guitar. He could be like, "Thank you, Seattle," and it's still right here. Thank you.
Worst part of what's happening right now is I've been trying to think of a joke the whole time, and my brain was like, "Man, just take it for a little bit."
You thought we wanted to know about the guitar. It was all a setup.
I did.
I really was like, man, things are changing around here. People really.
I was interested. I like guitar.
Put it to a vote. Let's put it to a vote. More
time.
More money. Time for Kevin.
Money.
Money for
money.
Time.
I'm gonna go money. There it is. Money has it. We're gonna go on to this next topic right after this. 2020 was so crazy, everyone had to pivot. Okay, you had people that had regular long-standing jobs becoming entrepreneurs, creating t-shirt companies, creating earring companies, and other accessories, shipping things from each and every part of the world. Well, if you were one of those people, even before the quarantine, you will take advantage and love what I am offering you guys today. Listen, the holiday season is here, and shoppers are going to be buying more stuff online than ever before. And if you're an online center and you're struggling to keep up, get your ship together by signing up at ShipStation.com. Let me tell you why. It's the fastest, easiest, and most affordable way to manage and ship your orders. And in just a few clicks, you're managing orders, printing out discounted shipping labels, and getting your products out fast. Out fast to the customers. Happy customers equal happy holidays. Follow me now. See, ShipStation helps online sellers get their orders out quickly, save money on shipping costs, and keep customers happy. And it doesn't matter where you're selling at, whether it be Shopify, Amazon, eBay, Etsy, your own website. ShipStation brings all of your orders together in one simple interface. And ShipStation works with all the major carriers, including USPS, FedEx, and UPS, even international. You can compare and choose the best shipping rates and solution every time. They even offer big discounts on shipping costs. Now, any business can access the same postage discounts that are usually reserved for the large Fortune 500 companies. So it's no wonder that ShipStation is the #1 choice of online sellers. You'll ship more in less time with the best rates available. All right, now, all Def Squadcast listeners, You can try ShipStation for free for 60 days. That's right, 60 days when you use the offer code SQUADD. That's SQUADD. Make sure your business can meet the demands of this massive online shopping season. Get started today at ShipStation.com. All you have to do is click on the microphone at the top of the homepage and type in SQUADD, SQUADD. That's ShipStation.com and enter the promo code SQUADD and you will experience 60 days for free. You understand me? For free at ShipStation.com. Make ship happen. Yo, what up? This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Want to give them a huge shout out. I also want to show y'all something real quick. All right, this is in my desk. This is my Blue Chew right here. I'll show you this right here. Y'all probably think I'm playing. You see that? That's the top. Look, boom, that's another one, right? I use Blue Chew, okay? Because aside from just getting older, being in quarantine kind of has an effect on everything. You just don't feel like doing everything. However, you want to do something, but sometimes you don't feel like doing it. That is what Blue Chew is for, okay? Fellas, I'm going to break it down to you like this. If you can increase your performance and get that extra confidence in bed, why wouldn't you do it? And if you want to do it, you need to go to BlueChew.com. That's blue like the color blue. Let me tell you something. Blue Chew brings you the first chewable with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis. But here's the thing, though. Way different. How? How is it different to here? Well, I can't wait to tell you. First of all, you can take them anytime, day or night, even on a full stomach. A lot of things you can't do that with, okay? So you can be ready whenever the opportunity arises. Plus, Blue Chew is made in the USA. It's prescribed online by licensed physicians, so you don't have to go to the doctor and wait in line. It's always cheaper than going to the pharmacy, and they prepare and ship it directly to you in a discreet package. No awkwardness, and you don't even have to leave the house. These are all winning points, people. If you haven't been taking notes, start this ad back over from the beginning. But let's bring it all together, okay? You could benefit from confidence where it counts. Why wouldn't you want to do that, okay? Blue Chew is the fast and easy way to enhance your performance. And you know what I'm talking about when I say perform. Look, this ain't a game. Y'all been watching these ads for a while. Y'all know this is a different package. Sometimes I rip it right here. Sometimes I open it. This is a different package. This comes to my house discreetly, okay? I ain't got to worry about nothing, and I'm always going to be on top of my game. Listen, get your act together and get on this Blue Chew train. You understand me? If you want to check out Blue Chew, I'm going to hook up all my listeners right now. I got an amazing deal for you. If you go to BlueChew.com, you will get your first order completely free. That's right, free. All you have to do is pay $5 for shipping and use the promo code SQUADD. That's SQUADD. Again, go to Blue, BLUE, Chew.com. Use the promo code SQUADD, SQUADD, and you're going to get your first order of Blue Chew completely free. All you have to do is pay $5 for shipping. You don't want to enhance your performance for $5? Of course you do. Of course you do. Blue Chew is the better, cheaper choice, and we thank them for sponsoring the podcast. And remember, when you support our sponsors, okay, you help make this podcast possible. So please be sure to use our promo code, that's SQUADD, SQUADD, at BlueChew.com. Holla at your boy. Next topic, we have what's worse, spending the day with a racist versus going to dinner with your worst ex.
Listen, I think when you're black, you spend the day with a racist all the time, just being at work. So
Hilarious.
this is just our day-to-day thing. They might not be outwardly racist at the moment, but they for sure are racist. So
yeah. And are these outward racist, or is it just like the normal, like you're racist, but they don't say it, but you have to work in a cubicle with them every day?
They are outward racist, and they're only spending the day with you because of it's a financial tie to it. Like they be like, all right, I get $300 for spending the day with this Negro.
That's all my racism is worth, $300.
And they every meal with you too?
Yes.
That's pretty funny.
Here's the only thing about this. I don't have the quote unquote like Bryson Tiller exes type stuff. I don't have no huge. I've been with the same woman since 1990, 2000.
We're talking about the girls from the summer of '99. One of them, pick them.
They weren't no really exes though. We just did the devil's work. And then
okay, well, just pick one of them, Kevin. Okay, we know your life has been pristine and free of sin, but just pick one of those. That's the closest you're gonna get.
Well, have you and Melissa ever broken up, like at all?
No, girl, they are exactly.
Not even trying to break up with me one time, Ty, in college.
Okay, so then she would count as an ex then, and you could spend it with her.
He said most horrible ex.
Yeah,
he said they tried to break up. They didn't really break up.
She said, man, we need some time apart. And then I was just like, okay, I'll go back to my dorm and see you tomorrow. She was like, what? And then I just left. Then I came back.
What about breaks? No breaks? You guys didn't take a break for a week or nothing ever?
That was the only time we were close. And I was just like, nah. And then the next day she didn't say anything else about it. And then I didn't.
Oh, so she's trapped, is what you're saying.
So she.
No, I was her ride back. I was her ride back to Tacoma. So I was like, all right, you gonna break up with me? You gonna have to take the bus on Friday. So is that what you really want to do?
Kev's a master manipulator.
He is. Oh my gosh. Poor
like on the lowest scale, I just think about spending a day with somebody that's outwardly racist. And like you trying to have a real conversation with them, and they just keep saying, "Shut up, nigga. Shut up. Shut up, nigga. Shut up, nigga. Shut up, nigga."
Well, then I don't think you would have that many interactions. Then, if he genuinely hates you,
shut up, nigga. Shut up.
We just couldn't talk.
That would make me laugh.
But listen, he's not saying it loud enough. He just said it right under his voice. But it's clear enough for you to hear while you just telling your story. Shut up, nigga.
Oh, that'd be great. That would be really fun, actually.
Only Pat would say that's gonna be fun.
I mean, if you write him off as crazy, it's just some guy following you around saying, "Oh, you gonna eat that, nigga?"
What if your ex was like,
"Get out of your head,
nigga." What if you were that dude who dated Beyonce in high school and then she became Beyonce, and your ex was more like a person who, after you, became one of the best artists of all time and super amazing, and then you was working at the Waffle House.
Then you
that ain't nobody on here, so we
I
are
guarantee on that date they gonna be like, "Shut up, nigga. Shut up, nigga."
Because I'm gonna hold you. Like I think, that's the ultimate flex. I can't wait to make it so that my exes and baby daddies can be like, "Damn," and I'm gonna be like, "Yep," and I still want my $46 in child support, bitch.
Ty, let me tell you something.
46.
First of all, any dude that you used to mess with back in the day, when you make it, that nigga gonna be like, I used to fuck that, right? So it don't matter if you make it or not. We still don't claim rights to that vagina. It's copyright.
You know what's crazy to hear?
That is so true.
That's not how it works.
No, let me tell you, that is so true because the guy I lost my virginity to, I saw that he wrote it in the comments one day, y'all. He was like, she lost her virginity to me. And of course, everybody was like,
was it really was him you looked at?
I looked it up, was like, oh my gosh, that is really him. And then I went to go look at his life to see what his life was like. It was terrible. I was like, oh gosh.
Now you gotta watch this episode. Your life sucks. The best thing you did was have sex with Meg, and now you're just a commentator and you're a topic of a podcast. She's gonna forget about you again.
Shut up, nigga.
But just think about it.
What are you saying to here?
Doing it to here.
He said, "Shut up, nigga." Jesus.
But think about it, Meg. No one's gonna believe that guy ever got a piece of you because
that's what I'm saying, Ty.
That's not true. That's not, listen.
It doesn't matter. I mean, I will say nobody believes her, but it still was just like I was like, damn, his life is that sad that like
people are so.
What he had to comment.
They are so attention thirsty that they will put something up that ridiculous and that crude and that tactless just for the attention. Even if people like, shut up, even if you did, why would you talk about that? He was like, cuz that's my life too. I could talk about who I had sex. That's what niggas who don't have nothing going for them do. They do shit like that. So absolutely.
That is really cool.
From a scientific standpoint, the vagina that he got off of Meg no longer exists because the human body replaces all of its cells every 7 years. So he had old Meg Cooch, and this is new Meg Cooch, and that's not the same.
That don't count.
Yeah, body vagina.
You got a brand new vagina?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Say that like, yeah.
If it looks Like, damn, when I smashed last, you had
7 years, you get a new one.
That's weird. That is weird. That is really cool for someone to not believe someone.
What if it was just her
they
baby
said they
dad?
had sex with you?
It was her son's dad. It was just him in the comments. He's like, he was in the living room.
Gosh, I will beat his tail if you.
That would be funny. That would be hilarious.
Like,
No, but he would never do that. You know why? Because he's got a real life and he's got things to do. He's not gonna be in the comments talking about some. Oh yeah, I hit that. Like what?
But it would be cute if he did it, though.
It would be cute, but like he got a life. It's so sad.
You mean to tell me your baby dad don't be on YouTube commenting on videos all day?
No, sorry.
My baby daddies know not to talk to me. Don't be in my business. You mind your business. You get your ass out of here. You send that check.
I would gladly take the full day with the races over my worst ex any day.
Why?
What happened with your worst ex?
It just was a shit show from beginning to. It was toxic during the talking stages. It was not good at all. It was just not good.
How old were you?
I would deal with 1,000 shut up niggas in an hour before I sit down for an hour with that person.
You got to put the hard ER on there. You're saying niggas. That's not
shut up, nigga.
Have the same impact.
Shut up, nigga. I will be like, yep.
How long were you in that relationship to hear?
I don't know, maybe about a year on and off, a little over a year on and off.
Long time.
It wasn't like an official relationship. It was like a talking stage type thing, and it just was like, man, this is toxic, man.
Why'd you go into an official relationship if it was toxic at talking?
We did, as I said, it wasn't an official relationship. We were just talking for like a year and some change. So
dang, it was that toxic that you still remember it to this day?
Mm-hmm.
Trauma.
Mm-hmm.
To this day.
To this day. Sex was fine. Sex was fine.
Of course it was.
I mean, that's the only reason we realized you stayed to here.
Well, I'm like, man, she's like, you gonna be mad, you gonna get some of this pussy. All right, I'm gonna do it, but I'm still gonna be mad while doing it.
That is so toxic.
I don't know if I've ever had like pissed off at each other's sex.
I have. I definitely have. I was playing Jeezy the whole time too.
Y'all do that? Y'all be like having
sex
sex when y'all pissed off at each other?
Yeah. Like I'll be like, I'm mad at you. I don't want to look at your face. So get behind me. And I won't look back at it when I throw it because I'm mad. So I'll just be like, I just eyes forward.
Hilarious with the frown the whole time.
Yeah, like.
Type like, she on moan regular with some.
I be like, you ain't doing shit. So with
I'm
that
like Forrest Gump, the principal of Forrest Gump. Yo, the principal was mad wild to tell the son. He's like, what? Your mom. Like, what? He really hit it. The baby with the my. Ooh, my. Your
it was so disrespectful.
That was so wild. I never really thought about how rude that was.
It really was.
Oh, son, your mother, God bless her. Jesus. She wanted you in that school bad.
See you Monday.
Jesus.
Okay. So with that being said, I'm gonna go with my ex.
Okay. You go the ex.
Yeah.
I'm not spending no time in no races. I'd rather do my ex.
That's crazy. No that you think you haven't already, but go ahead. What'd you say, Meg?
No, I said Kev don't have no ex.
Right.
You have to choose the racist by default. I'm gonna go racist. I leave the exes in the past because that's where they need to stay.
Gotcha.
You wouldn't get mad?
No, well, I'm from Kentucky, so I've been around a lot of races, so they don't even bother me anymore.
Ooh, that deep South racism hit different.
It does.
Yeah. See, it does. We hear the A, we hear the ER in Kentucky. They use a capital ER. It is a strong. Like you hear nigger sometime in Kentucky. Shut up, nigger. Girl.
The pickup truck with American flag ratio is super high in Kentucky.
Ooh.
Yep. Seen
Big
that
one,
flag
too.
plenty. Was on the cheerleading squad with people who had Confederate flags on the cars. I was used to it.
Do they still have sundown?
We seen a Confederate flag that was the biggest flag I had ever seen. This thing was like,
when we was on tour?
Yes.
In Texas?
No, it was Florida. In Texas, I would expect it. In Florida, we were like, yo, what is, I can't remember, feel like it was
Got the biggest losing flag ever.
Was that this year? Was that this year when we were driving?
No. Tony was there. That's when we were on the way to that alligator farm thing.
Oh, because we saw a big one I want to say a big one in Texas too. It was on a flagpoles, the biggest. I was like, I think it was at a car dealership. It was like, that's extreme.
You got to be extra racist to order an extra big Confederate flag, like bigger than normal.
This one could cover 7 cars. That's how big it was. No exaggeration. Like, I don't even know how they got it up the flagpole.
That was the Texas state flag.
It
looks Confederate-ish.
All right, well, I'm gonna go racist, and it looks like Ty, you said what? The X? Meg, you said the X? Yeah, I said the X.
No, I said racist.
Oh, okay. Pat, what you say?
I'm gonna go with X. I don't have any horrible X's.
Okay. Well, it looks like the X's have it on that one.
Have
and
you
we're
ever
gonna
been
move
in
on.
love?
Pat don't know what love is.
He
He only loves
doesn't.
his family. He only loves his family. Pat ain't never been in love for no chick.
I don't know. I mean, there's a couple times I thought.
You've never been in love, Pat. If you've been in love, you would know. You would
You would
definitely
know.
How you define love, Pat? How would you know? What would you say? Oh, this is love.
We're never known him.
Oh, Pat, you're so sweet. You're so cute.
But thank you. I thought that you would know right away. Like, oh, I'm in love with this person. Right?
No, especially when you look back, I mean, when you're going through it, you'll see that it's a big difference. You feel different. Everything is just different. And then after the fact, you see the difference, and you see the difference for like years to come. So you ain't never been in love.
When you told the SATs that you fell in love with them, what was that like?
It changes you.
It does.
Like I would still be like, I wouldn't be over it, you're saying?
No, you would always remember it. You'd always see how it was different from the rest.
Some people don't get over
different.
it. Like, have you ever seen those stories where like 2 people have been married for like 50 years and then one of them passes away, and then shortly after that the other one passes away because they're so sad inside.
Yeah.
They were in love.
Oh, well, no, I've never died because my wife died.
Or the other person.
No, we're not. I've never been that much in love, but I mean, I feel like I've been in love like once, maybe. I don't know, but
You would know. You would know.
I thought I did know. You guys are making me second guess.
I'm saying now you would be able. If somebody said, "Were you in love?" You would be like, "Yes,
That's what I said. I think so.
You might have loved her, but in love, that's a whole different.
Well, either way, I didn't really end anything badly. And even if it was weird, I feel like I could maneuver it. I don't think it would be that bad. And it's just one dinner.
Yeah, Chris Rock said, "If you've never been in love, if you haven't thought about killing that person." So
no.
Did you kill any of them?
I did not kill or think about killing.
You were not in love.
I don't know if I've ever been in love. I never thought about killing my wife.
Really?
Listen, I know that you can't say that out loud, Kev, but I'm sure that Melissa's thought of killing you.
Oh, for sure. I got a very killable face. I know she just woke up.
You would probably try to kill her if she left you.
Yeah.
What would you do? You would not know how to live your life, Kevin.
Hey, low key, this is my worst nightmare. And people think, you would think, oh, Kev, you go out here and smash a lot. Sex with a new person is terrifying. Seeing me naked, can you imagine what they could say? I can't do it. It's my worst nightmare, Meg. And I would shrink into oblivion. My house would turn into the house from the Sandlot. Like, nobody went around old man Kevin's house in years. He used to be somebody. His wife left him, and he hasn't left the house in 28 years.
You're a myth.
I've seen it. Would let the grass grow. I would stop shaving. It'd be gross. I'd be 400 pounds.
There'd be stories about you. That'd be hilarious. Wait, but you said if it was for Idris Elba, you wouldn't care.
If she Chafing for Idris Elba, I'd understand, but then I got to see them together on the red carpet would be hard to stomach.
What if it was like 50 Cent?
Oh, he's the worst. I feel
he would troll you to death.
50 Cent would be, I might try to kill him. I wouldn't try to kill her, but I would probably have to go to jail. I would try and kill 50 Cent. You ain't finna troll me, because low-key, the reason 50 is annoying is because a lot of his stuff really be funny. You'd be like, oh, that's so mean, but also very clever.
All right, well, let's move on to this last and final topic of the day right after this. What's up, guys? A New Year's means a new you for a lot of people, but I know a lot of guys don't even know where to start. They want to start improving their self-care routine, but they have no idea at what area, what place, what angle to even begin. Well, I'm here to help you, and I have one word for you: Hawthorne. Hawthorne is a premium tailored personal care brand that's making it easy for guys to feel and smell their best. So you start with this quiz, and they ask you personal things like, what's your favorite drink? Where do you go out when you typically go out, or when you used to go out? What did you used to drink when you were there? Is it a cocktail? Is it neat? Is it a beer? What type of people do you like to hang around? When you do go out, is it a club? Is it a lounge? Is it a bar somewhere with live music? They ask you all of these questions. They take all their information, and from that, they make you a tailored scent, something just for you, so you won't smell like anybody else there, okay? Not only do they make you one, but they make you 2 scents. They make you one for work, and they make you one for play, okay? You can't get any cooler than this, guys. Now, I'm going to be real with you. I have the cologne, I have the body wash, I have the shampoo, I have the conditioner, I have the candles. Listen, I went all out, okay? But that's me. I love to be unique. I like walking in a place, and people love what I'm wearing, but they have no idea where it is or where it's from. And honestly, they won't be able to get it because this is specially tailored for me. So, fellas, if you're ready to take your personal self-care routine to the next level, and ladies, if you're ready for your guy to do it, listen up, okay? Because Hawthorne is the fast and fun and convenient way to get super high-quality products tailored specifically for your needs. Hawthorne even takes the risk out of it by giving you free shipping on your order and returns. And if you don't like your products for any reason, they'll even retailer it to you based on your feedback. Come on, guys. This is foolproof right here. This is foolproof. Anybody can do it, and everybody should. So do what I did. Take the Hawthorne quiz today. Get started on your personal self-care routine by going to hawthorne.co. That's .co. And use the promo code SQUADD, SQUADD, to get 10% off your first purchase. Again, that's HAWTHORNE.co. And use the promo code SQUADD, SQUADD. Hawthorne.co. Promo code SQUADD, and start enhancing your personal self-care regimen today. Last topic of the day: what is worse, having nosy neighbors versus having noisy neighbors?
That's noisy. That's really hard.
An equally frustrating. Like, just the thought of either of those, I already started to grit my teeth.
But you know what? I've had both, and I will say, the one thing about nosy neighbors that is positive is that if somebody try to break into your house, or if somebody take your package, they will tell you what's up. They will tell you that there has been somebody prowling the neighborhood. They know what's up. And I do appreciate that extra layer of security.
Yeah, but you ain't doing anything fun that would get you caught up anyways. Like, it's not like they're like, oh, Meg has a water park at her house today. Like, it'll probably just be the normal stuff, like grocery shopping, this, wonton deliveries, just like what would they be writing down?
The fact that Pat always picks a different Asian thing when he talks about
right. While that might be true, Pat, now that I'm thinking about it, you're probably the noisy neighbor, which is probably why you don't like nosy neighbors.
Oh, it's the worst.
I wouldn't want to live next to you. Home needs to be peaceful for me. I can have a party here and there, but not every night. Ugh.
I don't do that. I'm not noisy.
Yes, you are. Nights. You already gave it up that you're a noisy neighbor.
We've had noisy nights, but we are not consistently noisy. I like peace. But I don't nosy too, because it's like, okay, what are they like? What do you mean by nosy? Like looking through the windows and stuff, or just
all that, all in your business,
looking through the windows. Your mail. Yeah, all of that. Looking through the windows, all of the people on you, stepping outside and looking at you with their hands right here on their hip, just like all no.
We have My cousin is moving to LA, and we have one of those pods, you know, where they like deliver clothes and stuff, or like whatever. So we have a pod in the driveway, and a neighbor drove by like yesterday and just looked at it for too long. I was like, mind your business, go. You ain't never seen.
Look at it like the blacks are bringing down the neighborhood with their.
There's a lot of black people in this neighborhood too, so. But noise, I'd be liking peace and quiet. Like I want to, but then when I want to be loud, like I want to be also loud as well. But I'm pretty respectful. Like if I'm gonna be loud, it's all the stuff at my house has always been during the day. When it gets dark, I'd be like, all right, y'all gotta chill out. You know what I'm saying? Like even when I had my own apartments and when I was in college, that's one thing I hated about college, man. People just was like, remember people would be like up late just because they weren't, you know, it was their first time having their own spot.
Yeah.
Like, but you're not really doing nothing. Just like, hey man, you around? Yeah. We're playing some games, bro. Shit. And I used to be like, bro, go I'm tired.
It's 9:30. I should have been asleep.
I used to be in the bed early. I remember my roommate who was a raging alcoholic at the time. He and his boys would be like, yeah, man, he's already asleep. It's 10:08. I'd be in that bed like. But I used to always pick a class that started at 8 o'clock every semester, every time. Why? 8 o'clock class. So
why? On purpose?
Yeah, man, because I was trying to get my day over. I used to be done by noon, and I'd be like, nah, I could do what I want. I could go play basketball.
I'm not a morning person.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, y'all see classes on.
I had all morning classes until like my junior year, and then I had to switch to evening classes for teaching because I started subbing, and I had to do. I didn't like going at it because that's your whole day. You got to go to work all day, then go to 2-3 classes in the evening. Ugh, I hated that. Hated it.
You know what? No, I feel if you lived in apartments, noisy neighbors, I think are worse because you like you hear everything that you don't want to hear, and it's not really much you can do. What can you do? Can you go on their door, like to their door and knock? I've had to do that a couple times when I lived in Koreatown. It was the worst. Okay, somebody's kid lived across, like our apartment buildings were right next to the next one, so I could look out of my window and see somebody's balcony, and they would keep their door open, and they had a special needs child, which I completely understand. Like it gets frustrating. They would keep all windows, all doors open, all time of day, all time of night, and their child would be screaming. And at first I was like, I get it, because I could tell. I was like, special needs child, I get it. But then the fact that they did not care and was just like, I'm gonna just let them keep screaming because I'm tired and I don't care who else. And it was an echo in between the buildings. So literally maybe like 200 apartments had to deal with
a garden style apartment?
Huh?
Was it a garden style apartment?
No. But everyone's windows were all facing each other it was 2 separate buildings, but they were that apartment.
Garden style apartment where they have that, like all the doors are on the inside and they have that courtyard thing.
Yeah, that's how
sound seems to reverberate more when people are like in the courtyard when it's garden style, as opposed to when there's like the building and then the doors all face out.
All I heard was Meg was calling the cops and complaining on a special needs child.
What?
That is so her brand.
Gosh, no, I did not. But actually somebody did, and I really was like, why would y'all do that? Like, I know the mom has to be super frustrated, I get it, but as soon as the cops came, I kid you not, I don't know what happened, because I don't know what apartment or nothing, it was a different building, but as soon as the cops came, whoever called, they shut that little boy up, and I don't know what they did, but they were just like, because I think there might have been something like scandalous going over there. Like I think that they were supposed to have, like it might have been like a sibling taking care of him as opposed to like a parent. So they were like,
"That was the noisy. No.
So you were nosy, yeah.
Damn it. That sentence, Jake called him.
He was about to say something ugly. That's why God.
It sounded like my tongue was jumping rope trying to say Meg was the noisy. Noise. Why I can't say that?
No,
nosy. Are you trying to say the nosy?
You're trying to be ugly.
Nosy. Meg was the nosy neighbor.
I know. I wanted to be the I don't want to hear this neighbor. I just want to live my. And then I had to tell this one noisy neighbor who lived above me. He didn't know. He thought it was like, oh, it's party time. He moved in and it was like a good 2 a.m. and he still was stomping loud, everything. So I went upstairs and was like, excuse me, hi, I live below you. I have a baby. And my baby just woke up. Do you mind just being quiet? And he was just like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I didn't have no kids, okay? But I didn't care. It worked.
Hilarious.
It worked.
You used the kids before you even had them?
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
You faked a baby.
I sure did. And I was like, oh. And then I did it again a second time a few weeks later. I was like, oh.
Clearly he wasn't nosy because he didn't notice he never saw you with a baby.
Right.
It is kind of random, but have you guys ever like lived in an apartment building and heard what you thought could have been like a murder or like somebody getting like really like messed up and you didn't really know what to do? Like you're like, do I call the police? Do I go over there? Like I feel like that happens really often and it's kind of like a weird situation.
I went over there. My last apartment, the guy, the family that was directly across the hall from us, super chill, had 2 kids, two baby twins. Twins were loud, but they twins, so we just would turn the TV up or whatever. Never really had any problems out of them. Always been cool. And then one night we in the living room chilling, and I hear the chick screaming, and then you hear like some furniture fall over. And then you hear the guy, but the guy was talking super calm. And I was like, that's when niggas are the craziest. When they talking super calm and she's crying and screaming, and I hear because they spoke Spanish. So I went outside, they had their windows open, and I just stood there so they could see me, see them. And he was like over her, and she was like in the corner like this. And I heard like a smack right before I went out there. That's what prompted me to go out there. But I think it might have been her slapping his chest trying to get him back because he never raised his hand and he was just like, no. He was talking real calm to him. But I know he felt my presence because he looked back and saw me. But the weirdest thing was they both were naked. So I don't know if it was about to go down and then it went down or what. But they were both naked and I still was standing there like, yep, I'm right here, making it super weird.
What if they were just into that? What if it was sex and Tahir was just in the window like sternly like?
Nah, it was too much crying involved. It was too much crying involved.
What if they were role playing? Some people are into that.
Then they should have closed the windows, Ty. They had the windows open, the screen door was open. You had multiple.
That's part of the scene.
Did you see them out after that? Were they like, hey? Or
they act like they didn't speak English anymore. Now all the other times they spoke to me in English. Now y'all only speak Spanish. Okay. Hola. Okay. All right, motherfucker. You know what it is though.
That was a wild story. Wow.
Farron talked about it on our podcast. She told us, she was like, yeah, he will do that. Like, I don't stand for that. You ain't finna do none of that crazy shit in front of me.
Right. Them being naked changes the story completely. Mm-hmm. Okay. Just wanted to know.
I had that happen too. I heard this one time, one of my neighbors, they were fighting. Like I could hear like they were fighting. So I was just listening because I was like, because one thing I don't play with is domestic violence. And I don't care if y'all are mad at each other, you're angry, but especially for a man to put his hands on a woman. So I stood outside their door like to hear them, but they didn't have any windows on that side. And I just stood there and I just waited. And I was like, should I hear anybody putting hands on anybody? I'm gonna have to call the authorities because I'm a female. I don't know if you have a gun in there or not, but you're not about to fight. And if I hear a woman in distress, I'm not just gonna keep walking.
Yeah, I wouldn't interrupt, but I'd call the police. Yeah. I called some police when some kids outside my house one time. Because they kept playing on the side of my house and they were making a whole bunch of noise. Every time I would come, I was a Girl Scout troop leader at the time, so I had cookies. And these kids were rude because one of the kids was like, you look like Brenda from 227. First of all, little boy, how do you even know about 227?
Wait, let me look.
So they would call me Miss Brenda and they would ask me if I had cookies. And I'd be like, no, I ain't got no damn cookies. And then they would just play and be all loud inside my house. So I called the police on them.
Is that a movie character, Brenda 227?
227 is a TV show.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, Pat don't know what that is.
Oh, Pat.
That's an old show. Why would he know that though? He
1985 to 1990?
Did you Google it that fast?
Yeah, give me this one. Come on.
Yeah. All right, well, let's put it to a vote. What we going with, guys?
I'd rather have nosy neighbors.
Yeah, I'd rather have nosy neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah, nosy, for sure.
Nosy for me too, Kevin.
I'm gonna go nosy as well, because I feel like if you check a nosy neighbor once, like good enough, they might fall back. They'll be nosy to everyone else, but you like, yo, I don't need you looking over here.
I don't need
They're
you
gonna keep looking.
Ever. You got to do it at a weird time, like pop up at their house at 3 a.m. when they sleep and just knock on their door and be like, yo, don't be looking over here.
You're kind of crazy.
Psycho.
Kind of?
I've never seen this side of you before.
Oh my gosh, you didn't, you just now noticing this about him?
Yeah. I like it.
Tahir was really.
I feel like, hey, Tahir, you know, we might have to go pull up on somebody real quick. Who?
I love those calls. I love being petty and just obnoxious.
That's why I feel like you were at the window. You were hoping something could happen, so you could leave.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I was ready to bust in there, but like
that's how you know who's a street dude and who's not. Because street dudes be waiting for trouble. They be like,
got a problem. I'm outside, and I look like that dude too. I was outside in the tank top. I'm out there just doing this, like just hands just swinging like this. I'm just like, the moment I see his hand go up, I'm busting up in there like I live there.
I feel like you turned around and you showed him your guns on your back tat and was like,
"You want me to pull these out?"
That would defeat the purpose, Megan. You know what? Thank y'all for watching another episode of SquADD. Kiss my ass, Pat. Want to thank our guest, Todd Davis, for pulling up, having a great time with us as always. Thank you guys for the suggestions, and we will see you all next week. Peace.